What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my next episode of Joe Winko Talk. So, this is gonna be, this is about a particular topic I found online. It's a news story about Cryonics. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Cryonics is, for those of you who haven't heard of cryonics, what that is that if let's say you're suffering from some illness that's incurable and that they can't treat now and that they can't fix, and you like faint and go into a coma and die, what they do is they freeze your body like a couple hours right after you die, and they keep you frozen so they could revive you, like when they discover a cure for it or something. It is a bit weird, but that's what they do. But you have to be declared legally dead before they can do it, really. They can't, like, freeze. Like, say that if I want to be frozen with cryonics, they can't do that while I'm still alive. I have to be legally dead. I mean, not legally dead, but clinically dead. Wait, bad. Clinically dead, that's what I meant to say. I have to be clinically dead first, meaning that my heart stops beating. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. But I have the whole video about it right here, about this cryonics facility that's opened in Miami, and I'm going to show it to you guys right now. Let me get it loaded up. Okay. 3, 2, 1, now.
Tonight, CBS 4 investigates a new South Florida business offering to freeze your body. Yes, freezing bodies. A South Florida accountant created Florida's first cryonics facility in hopes of freezing you when you die and then bringing you back to life a few decades later.
Is it eternal life or is it science fiction? CBS 4's David Sutta took a closer look.
Just a few blocks away from the Opelika Flea Market, you'll find a nondescript warehouse. The building is marked with the name Osiris, the Egyptian god of the afterlife. Inside Devere Durhee, a well-to-do accountant has built a cryonics lab, a place where hours after you die, you can be frozen, preserved, so to say, until a day there is a cure from whatever killed you, and they can bring you back to life.
Of course, I believe, and actually this is the only chance we have, because right now, if somebody chooses cremation or burial, he has no chance to be revived in the future.
Inside this warehouse, he'll drain your blood and bring your temperatures down to negative 200 degrees Celsius. And this is your final resting place.
The bodies will be heads down in this duo, in this container. Can hold up to 6 bodies, between 4 to 6 bodies, and they will be wrapped with sleeping bags, so the liquid nitrogen will not hurt the skin.
There are a handful of cryonics facilities in the world. This would be a first for Florida. Cryonics is not cheap. You can freeze just your brain for $100,000. Durhee is offering to freeze your whole body for a bit more.
It costs $295,000.
Without a doubt, cryonics is an expensive leap of faith, and frankly, trusting an accountant to do it seemed even more bizarre. That's when we looked into Devere Durhee. Busted 2 years ago in an FBI sting, Durhee tried to bribe a Miami fire inspector with 10 grand stuffed in an envelope. He hoped to make violations go away. Last year, he pleaded guilty and went to prison for a month.
Do you understand why someone might have a trouble trusting you with this?
I'm 48 years old, so that was the first and only offense that I ever did in America or any other country in the world. I understand it was better if I wouldn't do that. Of course, I regret about doing that.
Durhee explains Osiris is legitimate. He claims he even has real doctors on staff.
I am a doctor. I came here.
Are you licensed in the United States to work?
I'm not licensed in the United States to work as a physician, but that doesn't mean I'm not a physician. I'm not licensed here right now. I will get my license, but it doesn't have anything to do with cryonics right now.
He's right. Being a doctor has nothing to do with cryonics.
Your expertise in cryogenics comes from where?
There is no school for cryonics. There is no even one university or college in the state or in the world that can teach you cryonics.
So I could do it, Mr. Mesa could do it, you could do it.
Anybody that need to read about it, learn about it.
So with knowledge gleaned from the internet, unlicensed doctors advising, funding from a successful accountant, you too can hope for eternal life after a short decade or century in an Opelika warehouse.
It seems very loose. It seems loose.
There is no promises made, so we are not trying to say for sure 100% you're going to be revived, and we don't know when. It's going to be 10 years or 50 years from now.
Durhee has yet to sign up his first client besides himself. When he gets 10 of them, though, he says he plans to hand over all the decisions to a board of directors. Still, the profits would come to him. For more information on Osiris, go to our website at cbsmiami.com. From Opelika, David Sutta, CBS 4 News.
Wow, well, cryonics is also a gray issue here in Florida. It's not regulated. Technically, anyone signing up for cryonics would have to sign a waiver offering their body up for research, not just preservation.
Interesting. So, yeah, that's the thing about cryonics. I was thinking about that, and the thing is, like, you have to be declared, like, clinically dead before they can freeze your body. But I was thinking, then how are they going to bring dead people back to life? But, you know, you don't like, clinically dead, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're, like, dead and gone forever yet. Because I remember I was on this web form, like, it was the Real Jock web form. I hate that site. It's a site full of a bunch of stupid gay guys who are really stupid and who are jocks and brag about taking steroids. That's basically what it is. But I was posting about my personal life on there, and like about the time I almost died in Arkansas and when I was going to get killed by the tornado. And this one guy said, this one guy kept replying to all my threads, and he kept saying, "Oh, I've been clinically dead before. It's nothing to be fascinated or overjoyed about," even though I really wasn't fascinated or overjoyed about any of that. I was just trying to get my story out there. But he kept saying that the reason why he was clinically dead, too bad he didn't stay dead, but that's kind of harsh for me to say that, but whatever, he was annoying. There are worser guys on that site. The reason why he didn't stay dead is that they were putting him out for some surgery that he was having or something. And I don't know what the hell they were doing. It was some operation. That's why he was clinically dead. Clinically dead just means that your heart they put you under and your heart stops beating and you lose consciousness and you're not breathing at all, and they have you on like a breathing ventilator while they're doing an operation or something. Doesn't mean that you're like dead and gone forever. So that's the thing, that you have to be like declared clinically dead before they drain all your blood and put you in cryonics. So, like, if you're suffering from an illness, say that there was nothing to do, say that there was no treatment for type 1 diabetes made available, and then, like, the complications caused me to go clinically dead, then they could put me in cryonics until there's a way to treat diabetes. Get what I'm saying? I think it's pretty interesting, but you can have your brain cryonically frozen. So what do? They cut open your head and take out your brain? Gosh, it reminds me of some cartoon. I think it's called Evil Can Carne, maybe. That's what it reminds me of. But you know, I thought of that, and you know, that would be pretty interesting. Like if they just kept my brain preserved so it can go on forever. And then, like, when I wake up, they put it into another body, or they put it into a robot. That's what they would do with it. They wouldn't put it into another body at all. That'd be pretty interesting. But, yeah. What do you guys think of this whole cryonics thing? As I said, I'm actually too broke for cryonics, so if I ever end up going clinically dead, it's lights out for me, so oh well, my ghost will come back, so that counts as something. So yeah, so please comment and share your thoughts on this, and I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas too. Just felt like doing random episodes of Joe Winko Talk today since I had nothing better to do and since there's too much traffic to go out and ride my bike. So yeah, that's basically it for this episode of Joe Winko Talk. So don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. And if you could, I'd really appreciate it. Get me something from my Amazon wish list, please. I'd really would love that, and I'll give you a shout out on my next episode of Joe Winko Talk if you do. So, yeah, that's basically it. Peace out, people.